I'm going to work with some of you in order to be able to kind of illustrate how we can help you go from lack of confidence to confidence. I'm going to give you some strategies to break through from some of those things, because there is a stage between no confidence and confidence, and that is facing the fear, doing it anyway. That is acting confident when you're not. That is, you know what I mean? Playing your part a little bit until it becomes real for you. I did other people's words until I could do my own words when it came to presentations. I told other people's jokes until I could add my own. You know, I had other people's style until I could add my own style. Right? There's this gap. And it's okay that it's a journey to be able to get there. All right? All right. I believe you can become unstoppably confident utilizing 3 fundamental belief sets. Setting yourself up with 3 fundamental belief sets can get you anywhere you want to go. Any place you'd like to go. Number 1, being willing to fail publicly and handle it. The second part is handle it. Not just being willing to fail. Some people fail and then they just crawl under the covers, and then they fail again, they crawl under the covers, and they fail again, they crawl under the covers. This is fail and handle it. And what do I mean by handle it? Roll with it. Just be authentic. It's okay. Just tell people you're a work in progress. You know, tell people that you're not perfect. Tell people that you're nervous. Tell people that you know, sorry, this is my first time, or sorry, my mind just left my body. Sorry, you know, whatever. I screwed up. Just be authentic with people. They're very forgiving. Well, here's what they don't forgive: a phony. If you just try and pretend that you're something that you're not, they're just going to keep taking shots at you until you finally fess up. So, you know what I mean? Just be raw and be authentic. And I will also tell you, be a collector of your own stories. Be a collector of your own stories. Think of the defining moments in your life, positive and negative. Think of the things that made a change in you, positive and negative. Because those stories are going to be an important tool for you. What did I just do for the last however long? How many stories did you hear, and how many lessons were there in those stories? Think back through your career. What caused you to stay when other people quit? What caused you to build when other people didn't? What caused you to buy this course when other people wouldn't buy this course? What caused you to attend here live when other people didn't attend? What happened? What was the time that somebody rejected you, made you mad, gave you fuel? You know? Collect those stories. Don't hide those stories. Collect those stories. They're going to be important for you in the relating to another human being. Like when we talk about handling objections, relating to the other person is a big part of that. Listening to where they're at, relating to the other person. These stories of your life are going to help you relate to anybody. They'll say, oh, hey, this happened to me, that happened to me. And, you know, not only can you coach people and help people, but you can connect with people. They'll forgive it. Giving proper meaning to feedback. Giving proper meaning to failing at something. Giving proper meaning to not getting any results. Giving proper meaning to what happens to you. Because sometimes you can get feedback's a funny thing. It's a really funny thing. I was insecure about writing GoPro as an example. Really insecure about it because I'm not a writer. And I'd hired like 6 different ghost writers over the course of 5 years, and none of them worked out, and it was awful. But I'm just not a writer. I just don't know how to do it. And my wife helped me. She just said, you know, hey, you know how to speak? Just tell them. Write it how you would say it. Like, I guess I could do that. But I you know, I still felt like an imposter in the process. But I went through it. And I liked it better and better and better and better. But the confidence thing kicked in Not when it was written. I mean, there was a little piece of self-worth and confidence there, but the feedback. When I got the feedback from the world, all of you, they're like, oh, this really helped. Like, oh, thank God. It didn't really change my confidence that much as a writer, but I was relieved. I like being able to say I'm an author, even though I'm not a writer. You know, I like the fact that I'm proud of it, but I still do, I'm not confident when it comes to writing. Isn't that something? Even with the feedback. All the positive reviews, you know, you go on Amazon, there's, I don't know, between 3,000 and 4,000 positive reviews, and almost all of them are 5-star. Guess when the ones that impact me the most? The few that don't like me. This egotistical POS. Okay, sorry. You know? So what's really sad about, what's really weird about that, it shows the incongruity. I'll message every 1-star review, any negative review, and I'll offer them a refund and say, sorry, it wasn't for you. And I skim through the 5 stars. Isn't that weird? The little one negative thing that happens at a period of time. So you got to be really careful the weight that you allow an opinion to have on you. It needs to be appropriate. Because there is some aspect of feedback that's really, really good and important. You need to seek out feedback all the time. And if somebody gives you feedback, you need to be able to look for the truth, not the untruth. Learn from that, but don't let the untrue parts of it impact your actions in the future. So you've got to be discerning. If you want to build up your confidence, you've got to be discerning. If you have some ignorant family member who has stopped dreaming a long time ago, and they're impacting your decision, or they're trying to impact your decision about network marketing, you have to be very careful the weight that you give that. On one side, you want to take a lot of weight, a lot of importance to somebody who's achieved what you want to achieve, somebody who's been successful inside of this profession. You want to give those people who give you coaching and feedback and advice and try and do this better, give those that much more weight than others. But even there, you've still got to be a person who ultimately discerns and makes your own decision. Because even there, sometimes they're saying stuff that doesn't work. They're repeating things that were told to them that isn't really real. Even there. So what I love to be a student of, and the feedback that I crave the most, is from experience and from observation and from looking at what other people do and from credible sources, what's really working. And give that a lot of weight, okay? And when it comes to the cynics, when it comes to the super negative, caustic, pessimistic, aggressively negative people, I learned to give them almost zero weight. Almost zero. I'd love to say I was mature enough to give them zero weight, but I'm not. Somebody does some nasty video about me or something. I don't like it, but I don't dwell on it. There was a time when I did. So just learn to understand. Some of the most successful people I know in business, it's almost like they can't hear the negative. They can't hear the no. They can't hear the